We're in Fresno, California. We just finished installing a faucet for the homeowner. This is a direct purchase from Home Depot, Lowe's, can't remember. But it is the Moen, and instead of putting the box around, you've got this little tag right here you can see. So that's Moen, and that's your model number. Any trouble with it, you certainly can call them, give them that number. That's what they're going to ask for. I recommend registering this online. You have to give them your name and your street address and all that, social security number, bank routing information, and they'll honor that warranty right there. Anyway, so you can see the installation. Standard Moen faucet. That mounting system is pretty specific to Moen, and you can see it's a nice mounting system. Solid brass stem coming down, and hard to get a light up there for some reason. There you go. So you can see, coming down through, you've got the brass plate, and then of course the nut, and then down there the gray portion is a sleeve to keep the braided steel from rubbing against that brass stem and degrading. So that comes down, it's got the weight on the bottom, and then we come up into the control box. So that's a little harder picture to get. Let's see if we can get around here without shaking too much. You can see there's the control box. It's all one piece. It clips right up to the sleeve. That little gray plastic nut that's sitting there, it clips right to it. So be careful if you're ever pulling the port out. You can see right there the wires going in and out. If you're going for an AC adapter that needs to get plugged in, grab the whole box and hold on to it and pull the port out. It's just a 1/8 mini plug, just like you'd see on your phone. Just unplugs, put the new one in, and then plug it in down here, and then the battery pack goes away. So that's the kit right there. Quick connect to the faucet. The one in the center, you get two brass nuts left and right. You can see that's the hot and cold. In the middle, that's what goes up to the faucet itself. So this has an independent function. Some of the other faucets, you can use them manually. And what it requires is taking the assembly back apart, pulling the controller out, and tying the hose directly in. Moen's upgraded their system so that when you want to function this manually, you simply turn the faucet on. So you can turn this on, use it like a manual faucet, hot back, cold forward, or you can turn the whole thing off, and you can use the sensor over here on the side, which is sitting right there. So that's nice. Anyways, we've run lots of water down here and tested it for leaks. There's no water coming from the faucet, which is our installation. We haven't looked at the waste kit because we haven't touched the waste, but we're just assuming that's in good shape as well. We'll take a look at it real quick. But water is running right now, and we've dried up everything. They had a bunch of standing water down here from the other faucet leaking. So that should stay dry now. We do ask that you monitor the plumbing. Hot and cold, you can see going in right here. Those are integrated supply lines. So just keep an eye on those. What we're looking for is even a hint of moisture. If you want to take a couple paper towels and put them down there for a period of time, it's a good way to pick up any signs of leaking, especially on these valves. That multi-turn valve on the left, that packing nut gets loose or something happens, you start getting dripping out of there. One on the right is a quarter-turn shut-off valve for the cold, so that should be pretty bulletproof. It's not focusing right now, but anyway, so that should be good. But do monitor that for leaking. The whole control assembly, we did not build that. That came from the factory just like that. So the brass fittings, the hoses, all of that was all in piece. The only thing we've done is, like I say, the center of the white plastic with the black cap on there. And let me see if I can get you a better picture of that. So this fella right here in the middle, that's where the hose goes up to the faucet. And just a quick connect. That's the only thing we've connected there. Everything else is manufactured by Moen and sent out. So everything looks good here. Outside of that, this installation is done.